What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And this particular video, y'all, I'm doing a different review on a show that I would have did 2 weeks ago if I didn't get sick again. I don't know if y'all have actually heard about the show Ballers, starring Dwayne Johnson, also known as The Rock, if y'all know for wrestling and stuff like that. And it's kind of like if y'all ever watched the Entourage show. You know, it's kind of like a sports person. I think Mark Wahlberg is also the executive. He's part of the producer besides Dwayne also as well. But I actually do like the show. So if y'all, you know, tell me comment below like the show, I'll continue reviewing it. It's a cool little show to me. I think it only got like 9 episodes in total, whatever. So we're on episode 3, season 1. And so that's what I'm reviewing in this recap review. And shout out to my YouTube fam, and if you're not part of my YouTube family, don't forget to subscribe below and like and share this video. Let's get into it. Now, to make a long story short, to put 2 episodes together, y'all. So if y'all haven't watched this episode, like I said, it's on HBO, and it comes on Sundays. You know, whatever. And in this particular episode, we're getting down to Vernon. Like, we're still, you know, he just signed with the financial, you know, Spencer, you know, Dwayne's character, you know, used to be football player. Now he's financial, you know, advisor, stuff like that and so forth, right? So they trying to recruit new clients and stuff like that. And they asked, I forgot if he's the owner or something of the financial management, but they're asking, like, basically, can we use your big ass yacht and stuff to try to impersonate, impress, what I say impersonate for? Sorry, y'all. I'm sick, whatever. But basically impress some people into thinking, and with this image and shit, we can get these people going to thinking like we can get their money management, save their money, but get some money at the same time. So we can get more, you know, potential clients, you know, more athletic clients. And so he reluctantly leaves, but he says, okay. So this main thing is about this party. And Ricky, who just got, you know, signed to the Dolphins, whatever, right? Now, you know, he originally had the number that was 18. He had it the whole time. I guess he's been, you know, playing football and shit. And, you know, this one dude named Alonzo now has a number. He tried to buy the number. And Alonzo's like, no, bro. You're going to be sticking with 41 and shit. And so he already tried to ask. And you know how, I guess, you know, like they bring the new, you know, pranks and shit, the new dude, rookies, whatever that comes in, whatever, right? I don't know too much about sports and shit like that. But like I said, I do like the show. But so, anyway, y'all, he's, you know, he sit there and his Jordans are in a cold tub of fresh ice, and I think his iPhone 6, shit, was that? I don't know, but I just know it was a phone in there. And he see Alonzo and all of a sudden just putting, then he was like, you got jokes, you got jokes. You know, Ricky's already a hothead. Now already he, you know, we're still trying to do damage control of what happened in the club not too long ago. I think in the first episode, he banging out some random chick or groupie in the fucking damn bathroom. And then some dude was talking about fuck you, whatever. And we all know how that ended up and shit. So then all of a sudden, y'all, he just about to get into Alonzo, like putting the damn, get in the fight with him, whatever, like, yo, you this Jordan, my Jordan, got that Jordan, like, you know, because she came at Alonzo anyway, because that's his target, because Alonzo is refusing to basically give back Ricky's number and shit, right? So, anyways, now I've got a damage control with, straighten that out, whatever, right? And we got, like I said, this party that seemed like to be all day and going to all night and shit. Now, even during the day, whatever, we are over and, like I said, has his childhood friend named Reggie. And Reggie is kind of supposed to be advisor. You know, there's some people in your lives that been there just because they've been through childhood, high school, and stuff like that. And you feel sometimes like, you know, because they've been with you so long, that means that they're supposed to stay there forever, ever. You know what I mean? And I don't know what Reggie has done has been his back. We're just going by what Vernon says. And he keeps saying, like, Reggie has his back and best interest, even though he signed with Spencer, the company he works, financial company stuff now, whatever, right? But at the same time, we see, like, basically, like, Reggie wants to make sure his spot is safe. And we all know that Spencer already had to give $300,000 to Vance on loan for Vernon, you know, because Vernon is one of those type of dudes that believes, like, I want to take care of everybody, and he feels responsible for everybody. And, you know, And, you know, you got the leeches type of situation. And that's what we're starting to see with him. And that's why he's in predicament. He's a good-ass player and shit for what I hear. But yet, you know, you got Reggie and you got, you know, every time you go out, you got to feed 40 folks and shit like that, whatever. You know, keep, you know, they cable on, they gas on and shit. That's the thing we got to, you know, keep they supplied with clothes. You know, that's what it looks like in his situation, right? So Reggie, like, already during the time, also during this party, you know, he already said, like, you know, I want a certain amount percent, whatever. Because, you know, he looked like, I said, Spencer as, like, you know, could possibly interfere with what he's been doing. Even though he claims, like, he has his back, even Spencer had to remind him one time, like, bruh, I'm supposed to do my job, whatever the case is, whatever. You supposed to be his financial advisor, whatever the case is, and keep his money in the mattress and shit. But yet, why Berta wouldn't have to be in the predicament that he is in a financial standpoint if Reggie was really looking out for his best interests, okay? Because Reggie is all along for the ride, and as far as we know, if this gets picked up for another season or wherever see later on, Reggie just seems to be like, you know, like I said, is kind of perceived as far as, you know, at least to me and maybe other folks, that a few folks, that he's a fucking leech. He is an asshole. He is a dickhead. He is a douchebag. May I carry on anymore? So, anyways, we go further on to talking about, you know, later on the part. We got Charles Green, why I call him Charlie? Charles Green, whatever, right? He's a retired football player who works at the Shelley dealership and shit, whatever, right? And I think he's coming to terms with realizing retired too soon and shit. Even tell Vern about Vern's like, I don't want to hear that depression shit, blah, 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 and all that other stuff, right? So, later on, like I said, we're trying to get clients. Joe is, you know, trying to fit in with possible new clients. First, he tried to talk to some of them like, you know what? This money ain't gonna last forever. So how about we invest in it? You know, saying like this. Everybody was like, you know what? We go in the room over there and shit. You know, they shooting dice and shit like that, whatever, right? So he comes in and he just shooting, I guess, winning and winning. He had money to come in and he just smoking weed with them and shit like that. And they found Joe cool. It was cool Joe for a minute, whatever, right? Even halfway to the party. He up there talking to Vernon and one of his boys and trying to get Berman some Reed, Berman and one and whatever, right? And he's showing some of the females suspect, you know, like it's his job. Some of the groupies, whatever, thinking like that's, you know, his shot and shit, right? So he up there showing them whatever, right? Like I said, Spencer also around this time is talking to, I don't know if she's a news anchor or entertainment reporter or something like that, but letting know like the story, we're finding out more information about Ricky. And he's talking to this one chick, I think, what is her name, by Carla. And we already know his girlfriend, if y'all seen the last episode, let it be known like I'm forgiving one, but you keep fucking up, I'll kick your ass type of thing. Now, but it's this one chick he's talking to. And coincidence, y'all, later on, we got Spencer talking to Ricky and stuff like that, right? Trying to tell him, like, dude, you need to slow your roll, whatever. Do you know who that is? Who's that chick? She's bad, whatever, right? And he's like, well, she could be a jump off, whatever, you know, but who cares, blah, blah, blah. And Spencer like, you know what? Alonzo gonna care. And, you know, to a certain point, Ricky kind of feels some type of way, like, okay, and there ain't no ring on the finger, because there's no disrespect as long as, you know, the lady does not have the last name of your teammate, rival, whatever case. There's no disrespect. You don't fuck with mothers, and you don't fuck the wives, you don't fuck the mothers. That's pretty much it. Okay, they ain't saying nothing about baby mothers and nothing else, but I'm just saying this. They're just saying as long as it's not a wife and it's not a mom, those women are off limits. Okay, so he reminds Ricky, it turns out that Ricky is fucking Alonzo's mom. He thought it was eternal honor, and he was internally appreciating her in more ways than one. And it turns out he is fucking Alonzo's mother. Okay. And so, Ricky, you know, being the hot-headed was later on, Spencer's still trying to say, like, you know, he just trying to tell him, like, you know, you need to get yourself together and start being on a better path or whatever. Ricky's like, you know, he get a little agitated and shit like that. Like, I know what I'm doing, and you're just trying to say something. And Spencer just, like, is trying to, like, let him know whatever, right? We get a later scene where we see Ricky talking to Carla, and, you know, he kind of lets him know, like, he feels some type of way, you know, type of way about it, or like, that's my teenage and stuff like that. And I guess Miss Carla was like, you know, he been messing with some of her, got with her friends. I don't know, he been fucking some of her ladies in the pack too, but she, you know, was saying something about her kids or something like that. And, you know, I don't know if they went far or finished out their session, because Rick was traumatized. She was like, you know, just sensitive like brothers. Some comment about his siblings. And then she's like, yeah, my daughter's in me. Like, how many kids do you got? So that pretty much ended right there. Because they already had sex, full-blown sex twice, he said. And he went down on her one goddamn time, too, in the damn, on the countertop or something like that, whatever. So we don't know if he's going to continue messing with Alonzo's mom or not. But she didn't want him to know, because she's trying to make a name for herself without, you know, riding on the coattails of her son. That's what she said. And so later on, like I said, Joe is being cool with every goddamn body and stuff like that, right? You know, Charles Green is drunk out of his mind, whatever, but he seemed to be to himself and not getting himself in trouble besides puking somewhere and just woo, you know, that type of thing. And then we see a scene where Joe takes the groupies out somewhere to talk to them, all that shit, right? We see that actually that, we got girls snorting lines and shit like that and thing. And Reggie kind of was like, Reggie was like, come on, bro, you know, Vernon, whatever. Vernon was first kind of like trying to like be on the good side. We're going to go one chick, you know, whatever, bang her probably in one of the rooms of the boat. And he's like, I'm straight. But then one girl, you know, one of the lines taking up just titties every damn where. And then he changed his mind. So then Reggie snorting, you got Vernon snorting. And this is what I'm thinking is going to come up too that to be careful of. He's willing to take pictures with these rods topless, and I think even pictures showing that you see him in the videos. They might put his screens to just snorting. You know that might be even some blackmail in later episodes, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Because he was just too willy up here like this, and this, and this, and this. Bitch back snorting lines and every damn thing. So Vernon like went from one extreme to another real quick, whatever, right? So we see a later scene, kind of almost the second to last scene that kind of stood up. Because like I said, it's only 30 minutes, so it's not really a lot of, you know, standing out there, whatever. But like I said, Joe has made $2 grand. And he's just so happy that, you know, fit in. Everybody thinks he's cool Joe, whatever, right? But around that time also, Reggie again comes with him. Because earlier, he wants a certain percentage too, as far as like managing or getting the piece of the name and stuff like that. He's been making comments and shit all the goddamn episode on and off with times we see him when he's near Spencer. And Spencer just like, okay, I'm just going to do my job, whatever, you know, just get it, you know, whatever. And so he at the end was again asking, I think, for a certain amount of percent or something like that, whatever, right? And he's basically like, you know, I'm not going to let you come between me and my family type of thing. You know, one of them type of speeches, you know, whatever, and job, or whatever, and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, Spencer goes to walk away, whatever, right? And he basically like, you know, you can't ever be, you know, it ain't my fault that you've been adopted and you ain't got no family, some kind of like that. And then Spencer was like, what the fuck you say? Come again? And I kind of knew it was going to tense up, especially since Reggie by this time has how much cocaine in his system and shit. And he already was testing that probably when he was sober and shit as hell, okay? So all of a sudden, Spencer pushes him so hard that he's right in front, that Reggie is right in front of the DJ booth. And just not, you know, it hits him, whatever. So everybody is thinking like, you know, because, you know, Reggie gets up, he like this. You know, even Spencer was trying to get him because he realized like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. But Reggie's like, fuck that. You see, I don't want to trust my money with this dude, blah, blah, blah. Now I want 2% or something like that, he said, whatever, right? And, you know, because, you know, he was trying to also let him know. Reggie was like, you know, I know you only gave me that $300,000 thinking like that's supposed to win him over or something like blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, Spencer's trying to say he's really trying to look out for his best interests. It's not like some bullshit, you know, whatever. Indirectly, it's kind of like saying like the bullshit you want, Reggie. That's really what he wanted to say. And so all of a sudden, actually, he sat there, got up, and then Joe was able to like cool it off for a second, was like, just say some talk, just say like it was some accident, something like that, just come up with something. And Spencer had played it off like once Reggie left, and Reggie would say stuff like, you know, I won't invest no money with this dude, whatever, in this company. And he was just like, here you go, Spencer, you know, doing cleanup, damage control. You know, he's like, you know what, you know, sorry about it, the DJ person, are you okay? And sorry about that, y'all. You know, people had too many ruggeries, stuff like that. Let's just party, blah, 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 all this other stuff, right? And then here comes Joe. So, in a way, here's Joe trying to help prevent something that he possibly might have fucked up his damn self. Or who knows, maybe they might forgive him. Because he gotten so cool that he forgot there's limitations to everything in life. Because he is just like, yay! Joe's white, by the way. Yay! Yeah, everybody! N-word, yeah! Ninjas! and he didn't actually say that. I'm just kind of cooling down with actually what he said, but and it was just like the record scratch minute, and even Spence was like, "What the hell did you just say?" And next thing you know, you got a couple of dudes about to dump like Joe in the water. They do, and Joe was like, "I'm sorry," blah 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 blah. He was all still swimming and talking about, "I love this part." Everybody cheering, and that's what it ended with the credits. So I don't know if it turns out even after what Spencer did, and it made it, you know, Spencer was probably able to play it off to some folks like you know, blah blah blah. And that news anchor, whoever he was talking to, was talking about Rick and other stuff on and off. Obviously, that used to be possibly Spencer's ex-love interest and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting to see the dynamics between them. But it's like she was there, but she wasn't there that long. Because I think she showed Spencer the picture about this woman, Carla, or was trying to give hints about that situation. But that's all I got, y'all. Hope y'all liked the review. And hope y'all liked the show. I think it's pretty cool, whatever. And I'll see y'all next one. Y'all pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend. I definitely see y'all next video.